This is a apple quilted patchwork placemat that I made using apple core quilt blocks. Um, so this is like an apple core patchwork placemat, quilted patchwork placemat. I think they had the 4.5 inch size and the 8.5 inch size. So I guess they had two options. One was 4 inch, one was 8 inch. So these are the 4 inch apple core quilt blocks that I used to make this quilted patchwork placemat. The quilting that you see can go for two things. It's basically two things. It's straight line quilting, it's matchstick quilting. So that's the quilting that I use to the type of quilting that I use to quilt my placemat, my quilted patchwork placemat or quilted placemat, using at least 4 colors of thread because it was like 3 oranges and black. And you can see this is one of my favorite ways to quilt my quilted items because it's easy. It's time consuming, but it's not hard and it looks really good. So yeah, I'm just showing off my matchstick quilting, my straight line quilting. And as you see with the apple core quilt blocks, it has curved edges. So what I did was cut a bias binding strip to bind my the word is bound. So to bound the quilted patchwork placemat, quilted placemat. So that's where you cut your binding strips on the bias, which is the diagonal 45-degree angle of the fabric. So yeah, I'm just showing off my quilted placemat. So you can see my little mitered corners. Sometimes I do pretty good, and then for some reason one of them struggles. So that's the struggle corner. Okay, and then you just go around the curves, go around the curves. See, this is what I consider a perfect mitered corner. Okay, this is what I call a struggling mitered corner. So what I said, I cut 2.5 inch strips for the binding, but I said going forward, no matter what I'm quilting, I'm going to, or quilted item I'm working with, I'm going to cut my binding strips at 3 inches because you put in too much work to end up coming up short with the binding strip, because you have to have enough fabric for that mitered corner to do what it's supposed to do. And right here, you ran out. So we'll go for a 3 inch strip. And if I continue to come up short, I'll have to move it up to 3.25. So, you know, it's just trial and error. But overall, I'm pretty proud of myself. I already know this quilted placemat is going to get a lot of views because it's so beautiful. I've been doing quilting for 20 years, so I really know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just not on YouTube pretend I actually know what I'm doing. So that's for all the people who love the mitered corners. That's one. Curve around, curve around, curve around, curve around. That's one. Go around, go around, go around, go around. That's one. That looks pretty good. And this is the struggling corner. So, and then this is the whole placemat, the quilted placemat. Okay, I'm just showing off. And then let me show you all the back so y'all can see what it did on the back. And I hand stitched the binding strip all the way around. So you started on the front and finished on the back, and then I just did a whip stitch. As you can see, my little whip stitch for the binding strip. And then just look how it looks on the back. And I did several videos, several lives. So make sure you all check those out. They were very detailed. You know, then I'll make a long form video. So I do my live and then I'll do a long form video on the item. So this is the one for this quilted placement. Quilted patchwork placement. And it's really quilted, as you can see. And I sewed these lines one at a time. I didn't do any traveling. So this was very time consuming. So as you see how beautiful it is, it was worth the time and the effort. Okay, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please take this time to hit that subscribe button. Please share my videos. Please watch my videos. I'm really trying to get my watch hours up as quick as possible. So thanks to everyone that's watching my videos. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed to my channel. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Check you later. Subscribe. Check you later.